So I broke up with my boyfriend, and I just want to list the things that I found very useful and that have helped me through this process. This is still ongoing, but I'm slowly but surely getting there. If there was one title that I think would be best for my YouTube channel, it would be like things I wish I knew or things that I've learned. I think that's the case with this, and that's why I share things on a variety of subjects. But anyway, so the first thing is allow yourself to grieve. It is okay to be sad and upset that this has happened. You need to give yourself time to mourn the loss of your relationship, the dreams and the things you wanted to do together, and the shared vision that you might have had for your future, if that was the case. It's okay to feel shit, basically. And that may be however long it may be feel. You don't want to go on for eternity, but allow yourself to do that. If you delay it or put it off or try and suppress it, you're just going to prolong your suffering, and it's just going to go on. Of course, you don't want to do on the other end of the pendulum. You don't want to be, beside yourself, covered in grief for like weeks and months on end. But give yourself that time and space where you can actually grieve. The other thing I found is actually put away memories and stuff. So like if you have an iPhone, it'll normally, if you swipe left, it will show you pictures of stuff, and it would often bring up pictures of my ex, and I was like, oh, I really do not need to see this right now. So on iPhone and on Android, you can actually hide certain images, and I found that was very helpful. Just like, not delete, but like archive the chats if it's possible. You can do that on Signal and WhatsApp so that it's there, but you don't actually see it all the time. If you want to, I would recommend even agreeing to block your ex. I did that for a point because I said, look, I'm just going to get in contact with you, and this is not helpful for either of us. So that's a good thing to do, because you need to get them out of your system. And while we're at that, be kind with yourself. What you're going through, and from what I've read, there's books on like attachment theory and a book by, I think it's Samantha Burns, and it's basically that breakups mirror, it's like a drug withdrawal, or it's like the sensation is like having, it can feel like physical, almost like physical pain, like your leg has been broken. So be kind to yourself. If you find yourself late night reaching out to your ex, or wishing or trying to figure out in your head a way for you to get back together, it's okay. I have done that, believe me. I have done things that I never thought I would do, but I have. Love will make you do crazy, stupid things, and it's okay. It's all right. It's what makes you human. The main thing is just to keep getting back up and keep just shifting your mind, shifting your focus as much as possible, shifting your mind to something else, something better, something new. And so don't be too harsh on yourself. The thing that I found, and there's other things that I did that really helped, but the thing that helped me the most, and I was like meditating, socializing, doing as much as I could, but the thing that made the single biggest impact and helped me move forward and move on from my ex was to make a list of all the bad moments. I don't mean that this person was evil or whatever, but it's just moments where I felt I was inauthentic, or I just wasn't enjoying being in the relationship, and like this wasn't right for me, this doesn't feel good, this doesn't feel okay. And I was able to come up with a fairly long list of those things. Yours can be longer or can be shorter, but the main thing is to focus on those experiences where you really didn't feel like this was working out for you, and you felt there was it's what matters is the experience of you feeling like out of place in this situation. And the reason this works is because you're fighting feelings with feelings. When you're going through this thinking of platitudes like, oh, you'll find someone else, you deserve better, whatever, those things are not really going to help you move forward. And your brain, our brain is like our self-justifying historian, because we don't accurately remember memories as they were. So when you've broken up with someone, you're only remembering the good, positive experiences. You're forgetting the negative things and the reasons why it didn't work out, whether you were dumped or the dumpee. I mean, I was the one who initiated the breakup, and you'd have to deal with the guilt, and then also thinking, oh, this wasn't that bad when you no longer have the person. But that was a thing that helped me move forward. Now, I will say this is so powerful that I would suggest you do it in moderation, because you'll end up having hatred and contempt for your ex. That's not what I would suggest you doing. So I would do it that I would read it like maybe first thing in the morning, because that's when I found those feelings the strongest, or whenever I felt like I was wanting to reach out to my ex and feeling like I was missing him, having that list and pulling out those things and reading them aloud, like going somewhere. If you're at work, just go somewhere where you can be quiet, or in your bedroom where you can actually read these things out, and listening to them is like, this wasn't working, this wasn't right for me, and that helped me move forward. The other thing is to get in touch with your support network. So that's just like friends, family, people in your life who are there for you. Ideally before the relationship, before you break up, let them know that you're planning on doing this so that they can be there for you. And if you are supporting someone who's going through this, as I said, it's like a drug withdrawal, so you just need to keep telling them over and over that they have made the right decision, and bring up times when they have told you that this wasn't working. Like, you know, that's what your friends need to do. They need to be kind and just tell you a million times over, even if it's very annoying for them, like, this wasn't working out for you, here's the reasons why, and just do that, and eventually it will sink in. The other thing is to get involved socially. So, you know, whatever you love, for me it was like photography or things, or just general social groups. Meetup.com is a very good website that I've used. And you're going to have a lot of free time. You need to fill it with other things that you would do, and that will try and get your mind off the ex. You're not going to feel that way. It's going to feel, when you're there, sometimes it feels like, you know, you're swallowing ground glass. But I can assure you, slowly but surely, it will get better, and you will feel better. And attached to that is just do stuff you love. Like, if you love painting or photography or whatever, do those things, and ideally do those things with other people in a social setting, because we are a social species. We do need connection, and you do need support, particularly in this moment in time. So anyway, that's all I have to say. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found it useful. If you have any things you want to know or share, just leave them in the comment section below and I'll fill you up. But thank you, and bye-bye.